Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Egg Studios. This is Raratron89, and we are here for a brand new corner of League Racing. The ROR League has started up with its Tier 3 division here in Bahrain tonight. Tier 3, that is right, Tier 3. Two other tiers left to go this week. You can see that there are so many drivers here, all looking to fight on the track, looking to see who is going to be the winner at the end of this one and who has that sort of boost of confidence heading into the rest of what is a long and grueling season with their 23 races, of course, over God knows how many weeks. But I am your host, Raratron89. This is Egg Studios. Let's go. So while we're doing this, I am just going to sort out my settings before I put the chat on so I can see what is going on. So, got to do this because for some reason every time I do it, it goes off. Okay, so there we go. Oh, no. That's not right, is it? I'm live now. Boosh. There we go. I think that's right. Alright, so here we go. Bahrain. Scene of many races. League and Rio, of course. Been the home to the Bahrain Grand Prix since 2004. A few Ferrari victories. Quite a few Mercedes victories. And in the last couple of years, rather unlucky for Red Bull. Don't forget you had in 2021, you had the great battle, but that that started off the whole Max versus Lewis in 2021. With, Max and Lewis battling out, and then Max deeming to have been gone wide and extended the track lips and then being told to let Lewis through, and Lewis of course taking the win. And then of course last year in this race, I say last year and we're in 2023 now, of course we had Verstappen and Leclerc battling, and it was Leclerc that came out on top with the Red Bulls running into problems. But there's the countdown. Qualifying begins. So, who are we joined by? We have Rizzard Rex, Dawson, Dr. Dro, Redeemer, New York Fan, Shazam, Luca, Fire, Nuno Rod, King Jamie, KBT, Lenny, Toto Wolf, Kleeman, Sexy, Wise Dog, Norris, and Beastie Boy. Welcome, one and all. As the first car out is, in fact, Wizard Rex in the Alfa Romeo. Let's just get the map up so we can actually see. Yep, he is the first man to actually go out on track and start this whole new adventure. You can see that so far, everyone has opted for the soft tyre. Although Luca seems to have got the mediums on. Now, whether he wants to use that, I don't know. How do I get rid of that? I can't remember. Is it X? There we go. Papa Pig in the lobby saying, "Let's go, boys and gals. Welcome, Papa Pig, to the stream." We'll ride on board with Wizard. I'm guessing he's on PC. Of course, crossplay is on this game now, so we'll see how he does. Of course, if the PC players happen to be quite a far ahead of the console players, there may be a few eyebrows being raised like, PC power, I see. Ruby Witcher, hello, how you doing, sweet? I hope you're alright.
You just wanted your name mentioned, didn't you?
So here we go, riding on board with Wizard Rex. We've got Dawson out on track, Dr. Dro's out on track, New York Fan's out on track, Shazam is out on track, Luca's out on track on the medium tyres, so he's actually gone out on them. Nuno Rod out, and so is KBT. Vision says yo yo. 7G Racing says what's up. What's up to you too, mate. Here we go. You can see. Listen to that Ferrari engine growl down the straights. Full of power, full of straight line speed. But of course, we've all got to remember that the handling model on this game is somewhat different to anything we've... anything... If you hear a voice in the background, guys, it's my missus. Yes, I will agree with you, Sweet. Because of course this is why I call it Egg Studios.
The commentary you didn't want it.
It's the commentary you didn't want, but got anyway. Yeah, compared to the 2021, the handling model was a bit crap. The cars are heavy. The power down through some of the corners can be very hit and miss. But I've got to say, since I returned to this game last week, I did a full distance race around Bahrain actually on career mode. It was all right. I actually enjoyed it. His missus is not sorry. Blunder says, hello all, new season, new league, let's go McLaren. So we have a McLaren fan supporting RRL, Lenny and Wise Dog. So the RRL boys have their support. Who do we have coming round? We seem to have a Aston Martin. Who would that be? That would probably be Shazam, is it? No. It is Nuno Rod. Nuno Rod comes round the final corner. What's he gonna do? Because he sparks there flying as he just rides over the curbs of that final corner. He goes second with a 32-1. Is it a legitimate time? No idea. But Luca in the Williams on the medium does a 30.2. Now, what's going on with? Oh, what's going on there with the Aston and the Red Bull? A lot of is that Beastie Boy about? Yep, Beastie Boy completes the lap. He goes fastest with a 29.9. So that is like 3 tenths quicker than what Luca's managed. But Luca still did it on the medium tyre. So I'm really looking forward to this. Let's see. Lenny has 1 leg. Matt Veg says, up the RAR. You're supposed to say rah, dude. Blunder says, drugged up Visions. Visions also says, AlphaTauri. Visions also says, my missus seems far too happy. Apparently you're far too happy. Fully pregnant and the baby's out soon. She's got a right to be happy. Petty Bellhop says, hi, I want to offer promotion. Oh, it's one of them. Never mind. Go away, you. Lol, she's happy because of me too. The OG Rara. Been a long time, mate. It has been a while, and Dan has subscribed once again with a tier 1 sub. Thank you very much. You're 14 months running. Really much appreciated. Thank you for the support. I know I haven't been streaming as much, but I am trying to get back into it bit by bit, and this is sort of my first step into doing that. Doing this Monday nights at 10:30 at night for the foreseeable future. So Beastie Boy, I imagine he is on his way back to the pits. Oh, hello! Was that Luca? Yes, it was Luca. What's he doing? Gotta be so careful, you could so easily ruin someone's lap. My missus seems offended that she's been described as happy. Right, let's have a look at King James. We're there in the Mercedes, running through the middle section. Bit wide going into the entrance. You want to just sort of clip the apex there, allow the car to run wide. Don't take too much curb, otherwise you'll scrub off the speed. Looks nice so far from King Jamie into that horrible turn 10 sort of double left. And then down the short DRS straight. I'll say the Mercedes does look nice under the floodlights. It's just a shame it looks fat. It really does. And Dan says Becky is amazing. Oh, he spun it! Oh, he spun it! I saw that on the stream. King Jamie has spun it, and that is his lap destroyed.
No, no.
Let's have a look at Kleeman now. Look at Kleeman. So far, it says he's purpled the first sector, so we'll see how he does. His helmet looking rather all sort of red and blue. Driving a Haas, I can't help thinking he may be an American. Let's have a look then. Who else has said what? So it says Vision says Lenny has a wooden leg. Dan says you're welcome. Blunder says Vision and a massive toe. As far as I'm aware, Matt, I'm only doing Monday nights. Some say he is the best sledger in the north. Dan says Becky is amazing. BJH says let's go Haas. And my brother, I shall reply to you later. Just a bit, yeah. Cleveland goes across the line and does a 31-0. Got a McLaren coming out there. McLaren needs to be aware that there's a car there. He does that very nicely. Let's have a look at Fire. He hasn't set a lap time yet. We joined on him around about the same time as we joined the Mercedes. Number 48 in the middle sector. Let's see how we do. Oh, that's a lot of curb there. Very wide entrance there. Not really what you want. I'm going to say he's not pushing that much because the ERS is still at 81%. So we'll go down and find someone who is. KBT going through the curb of doom, as it's known on various other F1 games. Not so much on this one because you tend to take a wider line on this one because obviously the curb of doom being the curb of doom, you touch that inside curb, more than likely you often spin going round the final corner. What is the other Mercedes going to do? King Jamie messed up his lap. KBT goes across the line and he moves up to 7th with a 1 minute 30.4. Who else do we have then? We've got, let's have a look at Sexy. An old name that I haven't heard of in a while. Used to race with back in the day in RRF1 when it first started. He's a good racer. Is he pushing? No, he's not actually pushing. The lights flashing on his car. So we want to join someone who's on a lap. What about Beastie Boy? 100%. So let's have a look at Wizard Rex. Okay, Wizard Rex. I think he's just completed a lap. He's done a 30.2 at the minute. We've got Kleeman, who's still going around. What about KBT? He's on his way back to the pits. Wise Dog. Let's have a look at the sector time. Is it any slight improvement on what he's done so far? He's 2.5 temps up, but he's got 5% ERS. I don't think it's enough to improve on his time. I mean, it'd only move him up to about 9th anyway, but obviously a position's a position. Matt Veg says, come on Red Bull. Vision says Lenny has super soft on his wheelchair. Sky laughing faces. He is supporting the Alpha Boys as well. Let's have a look at Shazam. He invalidated. Nuno Rod. Here he goes. He's starting up. So I'm going to stay on board with Nuno Rod this time. We'll see what he does. There's a yellow flag in the middle sector. That is a Red Bull going slowly, letting other cars through. Nothing to worry about. Yellow card sector 3. I think that's the same for a Mercedes. Ooh, how do you pronounce that? Midfield Maestro. Up the Haas. And Sky says, right up the Haas. A clean Haas. Oh, right, you talk about your train. Sorry.
What?
I said clean Haas.
I'm not cleaning a Haas, I'm cleaning a steam train.
I don't know, it could be a Haas. It's a 2021 Haas.
Slow enough.
Secret Agent Maestro. Dun dun dun! I just won a race in a Haas. My brain's fried. How did you manage that? You won a race in a Haas? Wait. You're on about F122, right? And not F1 Manager. King Jamie goes fastest for 29.5. 2:25, 2 tenths quicker than RRL Lenny. Lenny looking very strong there in the McLaren, but we are waiting to see how Shazam does, how Nuno Rod does in the Aston. He's about to come round the final corner now. Here we go, 26, 27, 28, 29. Where is he going to be? Well, he stays 15th. He moves above his teammate. So, 5 minutes left of this session. We got his other teammate, Shazam. His other teammate. He's only got one. Coming around the final corner. Bit twitchy on the exit there. Looks like he's not really pushed on this one because he's 7 seconds down for whatever reason. Yellow flag, sector 2. That's a Red Bull. It's Fire. Fire has fired himself out of qualifying. Oh, dearie me. I mean, it looked like... I don't know whether he was trying to get to grips or whatever, because his lap time shows a 1 minute 42.1. So, it's hard to say where his pace was actual, but he's out of qualifying, and that is something you do not want to already sort of stick in the mud there for Red Bull. And I can feel my throat drying up, so I need a drink. Oh, Luca does a 29.3. Right, come on. We need to try and see. There's a Red Bull coming round. We've not drawn on one yet. Redeemer, there he is. Coming across the line now. Can Redeemer redeem himself and move up the order? Yes, he can. It is a 29.6. Is that where he's going to stay? Has he got enough time to get into the pits? Not quite sure. Let's go down to Wise Dog now. Is he going to be able to do anything from where he is? He stays 14th with a 30.793.
Oh.
What? You know people can hear you, right?
I forget.
Alright, New York fan, the host of this lobby. He's come round the final corner. He's apparently done 7 minutes. So I'd imagine he's just starting a lap. We've got a Haas now of... Is it Iceman? Yes, it is. Is he starting a lap? Yes, he is. What about Wizard Rex? Is he starting a lap? No, he's just shy, but he's got enough ERS to do it again. We've got the Mercedes of KBT going on a lap. We've got a Alfa Romeo coming round. Is that Toto Wolff? Yes, it is. The yellow flag, sector 2. So Red Bull going slowly, nothing to worry about. But here comes Toto Wolff down the main straight. Has he done anything to sort of improve? Yes, he has. He's done a 130.3. So there he is, up the order, 130.3. So we've got a McLaren now of, is that Wise Dog actually? Round the back end of the circuit. Yes, he is. And he's 8 tenths up. That's enough to put him on a 129.9, which will put him around Beastie Boy and Norris. So let's see how he does as he goes across the line. Midfield Maestro saying, "Go on, Luca." Luca doing very well at the minute. I think he is my favourite for pole at the minute. Seems very confident in his abilities. Wise Dog goes across the line, a tenth slower than Lenny. So the two McLarens relatively together, but they're separated by Dawson and Sexy. So Sexy finds himself in there as well. I think Redeemer's on his way back into the pits, isn't he? No, Redeemer's going again, and. Well, I think it said he was 32 seconds down, so unless he just stopped halfway through that, we'll have to wait and see. But, what about Kleeman? Kleeman moves up the order to P6. There he is. Oh, who else moved up there? Got various other cars though. Right, let's have a look at the Mercedes of King Jamie. Sorry guys, in the race I'll be more focused on where the gaps are. Here we go. King Jamie goes across the line. He does a 29.557, but he's got enough time to do another run. Obviously, don't forget in this year we don't have to start on the tyres that we qualify on, so it doesn't really matter really, as long as you figure out what it is that you want to do with your tyres. BJH says, "Go Kleeman, have a few cans of Dickens ciders to celebrate the new season." Nice one, Visions. That's exactly what you want to do. Give me a can while you're at it, please, man. Okay, what have we got here? We have got a McLaren coming around the final corner. Well, it won't be Lenny because he has invalidated. Wise Dog is coming into the pits. Toto Wolff will be doing the same. No, he's going. Red Bull, Red Bull, Red Bull. That is Redeemer. Oh, Redeemer's spun out the final corner. Well, into the pits you go, my friend. Let's have a look at the Aston Martins and see how they're doing. Doesn't look like any sort of improvement yet for Shazam. We've got Ferrari now coming round. Is that New York? Fine, yes it is. No improvement for him, but I think he will be going again. Who have we got coming across the line? We've got the two Alpha Tauris of Norris and Beastie Boy. It looks like Beastie Boy's giving Norris a tow. King Jamie goes fastest. King Jamie goes fastest on a 29.2. He is a tenth faster than Luca, but where is Luca? He is starting a lap now. Don't rule him out of being able to go faster, because I certainly think he will.
No.
Is that Sexy about to come across the line? Oh, Dr. Dro with a 29.223. Obviously, the toe from Sexy there really helping him out down that back straight, and it's given him pole position so far. Lovely lap time from Dr. Dro in the Ferrari. How's Lenny doing? Oh, he's a fraction off it coming through the final corner. You'll know if he hasn't done it, he'll just peel off into the pits. Nope, he is coming across the line now. Does Lenny improve? Oh, he does, but it's not enough. He stays fifth. So the next Ferrari now is New York fans. He is still... Oh, the Alpha Tauri spins! The Alpha Tauri of Norris there spins. Now, I'm not actually viewing him, so why is it letting me view him? There we go. Into the pits. So there won't be an improvement from Norris, but Beastie Boy moves up the order into fifth with a 29.6. Where is Luca? He goes across the line. He takes pole. Luca takes pole by 4/10 of a second. Can anyone do anything about it? I don't think as King James, he's in the pits. Norris, of course, balls up his lap. So no, that is it. And the dying moments of qualifying, Luca stamps down his authority in the Williams and takes pole position, which I think is pole because I do think this is short qualifying. We'll soon find out in just a second. But if that's the case, then fastest in this session is Luca. Then it's Dr. Dro, King Jamie, Dawson, Redeemer, Beastie Boy, Lenny, Sexy, Kleeman, KBT, Wise Dog, Norris, New York Fan, Wizard Rex, Toto Wolff, Nuno Rod, and Shazam! With Fire, of course, crashing out earlier on. And Nicky Mitch has left the session. Who is Nicky Mitch? Luca is on fire. Midfield Maestro says, I mean, those lap times are insane. I wouldn't be able to get anywhere near them. So it is short qualifying. So Luca has pole position in the Williams, 3.5 temps in front of Dr. Dro. You've got King Jamie there in third. You've got then Dawson in fourth, Redeemer in fifth, Beastie Boy sixth, Lenny seventh, Sexy eighth, Kleeman ninth, KBT 10th, Wise Dog 11th, Norris 12th, New York Fans 13th, Wizard Rex 14th, Toto Wolff 15th, Nuno Rod 16th, Shazam in 17th, and Fire is indeed an American. And he will start this Grand Prix at the back of the grid, providing there isn't any late arrivals that I have not noticed. Ooh, what's going on here? Oh, Sexy Savage is gifting a tier 1 sub to Raritron89's community. It's their first gift sub in the channel. And he gifted a tier 1 sub to BJH. Oh, well done, man. That's amazing. Thank you. I wish I knew what all that meant, but thank you very much. Ah, my pad! Stretching them, my pad falls on the bloody floor. Pardon me. You are, sorry? Ah, it's better out than in, I always say. But guys, like I say, this has been the Bahrain Grand Prix. That has been the home of the Bahrain Grand Prix here in F1 since 2004. The first year was won by Michael Schumacher. The second year won by Fernando Alonso. The third year was won by Fernando Alonso after a good little battle with Michael Schumacher in the Ferrari. 2007, I think that went to Felipe Massa. I could be wrong, because I have a Raikkonen on Massa. Pretty certain it was Massa. In 2008, I believe it was Massa. In 2009, it was Jenson Button in the Brawn. In 2010, it was Alonso in the Ferrari. Of course, Bahrain opened the season in 2010 with that stupid, ridiculous, long, sort of twisty circuit that just it really nullified, because this is a great track for racing and a great track for overtaking, but for whatever reason, whatever they did back in 2010 when they opened the infield circuit as part of the actual circuit, it just nullified everything. It was horrible. Vettel winning in 2011, and then we had he won in 2012 as well, because of course 2012 and 13 it was the same podium, wasn't it? It was Vettel, Grosjean and Raikkonen. Of course, Grosjean and Raikkonen driving for the Lotus guys. In 2014, we had the duel in the desert between the two Mercedes at the beginning of this V6 hybrid era of Rosberg and Hamilton. And it was Hamilton that came out on top. Such fantastic, epic racing between the two Mercedes drivers, two dominant Mercedes drivers, as the car proved the class of the field. In 2015, I believe it was Hamilton who won. In 2016, it was Rosberg after he continued the sort of run he was on towards the end of the 2015.
Oh my God, will you stop?
And then let's have a look. This channel gets this channel. Well, let's have a look. Actually, what does it says? Do. Thanks for the gift sub. Don't know what it is though. Oh, I have a star on my name now. Yes, you do, because I think you've been gifted a sub. Like I said, I have no idea what it is, but it's there anyway. It's a way this channel can make money. This channel gets like £5 and you get perks for having the sub. See, if I knew all this, I'd be able to help you out, but I know Jack. So, good evening all. Good race for Aston. Well, we're hoping that Aston can have a good race. Their qualifying was a bit...
Wood rusty.
The qualifying performance was left leaving much to be admired, so we're hoping that the more for the race. King Jamie in 2023. Well, King Jamie was there, almost putting the car on pole, but then beaten in the end by Luca in the Williams. What have we got here? Then it says BJ says Nuno Rod race hasn't started yet. King Jamie go me. Dawson, great comms. Thank you, man. I do try. Talk about F1 knowledge. Holy shit! I know it didn't. I know it didn't start. Well, I mean, my F1 knowledge is okay. I mean, I've been following it since 1996. I'm just.
What do you mean it's okay?
Well,
Encyclopedia.
I don't have anything in front of me. I'm trying to roll it off my mind.
Exactly. You're a freaking encyclopedia. Don't be honest.
Blunder says, so good to hear Ramatron commentary again. It's good to be back, man. It's good to be back. But yeah, where was I? So 2016 we said Rosberg. 2017, I think it was Vettel. I'm going to say Vettel won it. In 2018, I think it was it definitely wasn't Hamilton, because he had to come back through the field because he had that I think I'm going to say Vettel again. In 2019 it was Hamilton, of course, who won that race after the heartbreak for Charles Leclerc, who was leading for Ferrari, and then of course Beastie Boys left the session. That's not good. But yeah, he had that heartbreak, didn't he? He was leading in his first race for Ferrari, and unfortunately he just the car sort of gave up on him. Unfortunately, just lost a bit of speed. Sorry, not his second race for Ferrari. Australia was the first race of the year. So yeah, moving on to 2020. We had two races in Bahrain in 2020, of course. During the COVID year, we had the first one that Hamilton won, and of course we had that scary accident with Romain Grosjean, with the Haas breaking up in two and bursting into flames. Of course, he managed to get out okay, relatively, with burnt hands, and thankfully he's he's now racing in IndyCar, I think, with a lot of other ex-F1 drivers that have gone over to America. Now, to be fair, I don't, if they can carry on racing, then yeah, so be it. I mean, a lot of F1 drivers have left to go over to America, and of course, they seem to race for a lot longer over there. And then we have the short track where it was almost a win for George Russell, but it wasn't. Who stood in for Hamilton, who had COVID. It was Sergio Perez in the Racing Point that won that race. And then, of course, as I mentioned, we had the epic battle between Verstappen and Hamilton in 2021, and then the epic battle between Verstappen and Leclerc in 2021. Hamilton coming out on top and Leclerc coming out on top in 2023. Will it be Verstappen? We will have to wait and see. So, it was the opening round curse for Hamilton and Leclerc in 2021. Of course, some say that whoever wins the opening round of the season tends to be quite cursed. So we'll have to wait and see what happens in 2023. But it says, King Jammy says, this is good comms. Blunder says, I need you on my quiz team. If it's about F1, then yeah, okay, maybe I have a chance. If it's about anything else, you're screwed, mate. King Jammy says, can we keep him? Well, I'm here Monday nights, man. I've been signed up for Monday nights, so I'm not going anywhere. Blunder says, hope so, Jamie. King Jammy says, woo! And then Vision says, Mike Littrus has joined the Discord. Oh no. No!
Did you say Mike Littrus?
Mike Littrus, not my clitoris. Why would you say that? It says Mike Littrus. The words are literally in front of me. And now everyone's laughing. Alright, let's get this, let's get everything up here, because, oh my god, my missus is going to I'm going to get sacked after this. You can see it happening now. You alright?
Yeah,
Drink.
I said what you said. Obviously, it sounds like what it sounds like.
Okay, so it's a brilliant. Okay, well, okay, it's not my fault. I have a slight lisp. Felfo the Dick Insider too. Don't read anything Jamie says or Visions for that matter. Alright, well, let's ignore what you guys are saying because, you know, you're being very mean. You can have a cig. Huzzah! So, the grid is about to be formed. Of course, us talking all the way through that has, well, yeah, it's basically shown us that... Who is Luca's teammate, actually? Is it Dawson? It is Dawson. Right, so... What about... Emily says, what about Mike Hunt? He says he did it on purpose, Rara. Is this the league I got unrightfully excluded from? No idea, mate. But that's not my area. Nuno Rod was disqualified, of course. This is all stuff that's going on. We've got fire. So let's wait and see for the red lights. Have they sorted it out yet? I'm going to say no. Here we go. It is lights out and away we go. It's a bad start from Luca actually. And the Mercedes and King Jamie, he leads going into turn one. Can the camera please change? Thank you. No, change. There we go. Where's Luca gone? He's gone really wide. The Ferrari of Dr. Drew has no front wing. Oh, that's horrible. And he's on the hard tyre as well. He was hoping to go deep into this Grand Prix, but... Forgetting to breathe. And he's got no front wing. That is absolutely terrible news for him. But the winner is King Jamie. 1.1 seconds already ahead of Redeemer. And he seems to be extending that. Beastie Boy is third. Dawson, fourth in the Williams. You got his teammate Luca behind him. And of course, Luca was on pole position. He just didn't get away. He sort of bogged down. Emily, I'm not reading that. You can see, though, you got 3 hard tyre runners. KBT, New York Fan, and Jess Kleeman there in 7th, 8th, and 9th. You've got, Toto Wolff trying. He's got to be on a 2-stopper. There's, hello. What's going on there? There's a yellow flag. Can't quite see. Oh, it's fire. He's a long way down. He's got no. He's miserable. Race, but you've got the Astons here and the Alpha Tauri. Of course, they've all got to watch out for that Ferrari of Dr. Dro, who's got no front wing. He's going to have to pit. Let's have a look. Let's see if he... Right, good. No one gets collected or anything. So Dr. Dro in the pits. It's going to be a long race for him. But like I say, it's the first race of a long season. Of course, guys, send your clips in to whoever that needs to be. So... Fire has a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Don't be surprised to see a rage quit here, guys. Fingers crossed we don't get it. But it's going from bad to worse for the Americans. So, King Jamie leads on the first lap by 1.3 seconds. You got Redeemer second. Beastie in third, looking for a way through. Then you got the PC guy, Dawson, in fourth. Doing a very good job at the minute from Williams and keeping a fair good gap, actually, from Luca. Luca down in fifth. Such a horrible start. It just never got going. Then we got Lenny up in 6th position. KBT 7th. New York Fan in 8th. Kleeman 9th. Toto Wolff 10th. Sexy down in 11th. I didn't quite see where he started, actually. Well, I don't remember where he started. I know I read it out. Doesn't mean I remember. Wizard Rex 12th. Wise Dog 13th. Nuno Rod 14th. Norris 15th, Shazam 16th, Dr. Dro down in 17th, and Fire has spun again. He is really, really struggling. Now the laps are flying in. This is interesting. Now Redeemer has started gaining. Right, let's have a look now and actually see where the gaps are. As Toto Wolff makes a dive on Kleeman. Kleeman tries to find a way through. Not quite sure that you can really battle someone on the soft tyres when you're on the hard tyre. Let's have a look. There's a battle going on just up front between New York Fan and the Mercedes of KBC. Don't be surprised to see Toto Wolff zoom in on these guys ASAP. Oh, hello. There's a battle. There was Sexy trying to look at the Haas. Of course, he's on the quicker tyre at the minute. The Haas is, the guys on the hard tyres looking to go deep into this Grand Prix and then using this second half of the race. Fire's really struggling, guys. Please don't pull out or anything. I think he's trying to. Let's have a look. Yeah, good. He waited for everyone to pass. Good boy. Alright, so where is the closest battle on track at the minute, you ask? The closest battle on track is between Kleeman and Sexy. So let's ride it on board with Sexy as we head down towards turn 1. DRS opening now. So off we go, DRS open, using a bit of ERS to try and close in as well, but the car in front has DRS open as well. Is Sexy going to make a dive? No. Ooh, Sexy, you've left yourself open there a little bit from Wizard Rex. You broke very early, I thought. I know obviously you could have possibly set one. Maybe you could have tried to put a move. Tried to put a move on him, maybe. Put him under pressure. Yellow flag, sector 1. Oh, it's Fire again. The man is really, really struggling. We got the battle between the two Astons here. Shazam trying to keep up with Nuno Rod. No. Oh no, that's Nuno Rod. He's round. Oh, Like I said, it goes from bad to worse for Aston Martin. The 15th and 16th at the minute. I know someone was bigging them up earlier, but their race pace at the minute just hasn't been up there. And Redeemer is now on the back of King Jamie. Over these last few laps, he has gained about a second, and now he is right within that DRS range. Now, is he just going to sit there, or is he going to want to take the position? Let's find out. We'll ride on board with him, hopefully see and overtake. DRS open. He is not activating ERS, so is he going to make a dive? Oh, I think he's tempted. He's late on the brakes. Oh, King Jamie saw him and turned out of it. They spooked him a little bit, but to be fair, probably the right thing for Jamie to do there, otherwise they would have had contact. DRS open for Redeemer, which will help him defend from King Jamie, and that is Redeemer into the lead of this Grand Prix. Now, what's it going to be like being the hunted, now that the hunter has now... I don't even know where I was going with that. Basically, he's being chased by the guy he's just overtook. And it is BJ, it is Mercedes versus Red Bull. Once again around Bahrain with an AlphaTauri and a Williams in tow. Got flag sector 3, that's fire. If there is any other closer battles, guys, I will go down and briefly watch. But at the minute, we've got sort of 4 cars here. 5 if you include Lenny. You can just about see him. I'm going to say 6 because Luca's not too far behind him as well. This is great. We're on lap 5 and these guys are still just about together, though I'm going to imagine that Luca is going to feel the pressure. Lenny is going to feel the pressure from Luca because he doesn't have DRS anymore. So we'll go back to, we'll have a look at Dawson with the not using anything. I think some people are just happy to stick in the slipstream at the minute, just follow each other around. Which isn't a bad tactic, to be fair. It's just, you know, we want racing. And here comes Toto Wolff down the inside of the Ferrari of a New York fan. He makes the move. But those soft tyres, they've got to be feeling a little second hand by now. And, well, they've probably only got the maximum 5 laps left. Oh, fine. Oh, come on. He doesn't deserve a 10-second time penalty. He's getting out of the way. I know he's like another lap down. Oh, where is he? Oh, he's... Please tell me he's not in the way. Oh, he's ghosted, so I think he's all right. What's happened with the Astons? They've lost ground with everyone there. Like, Shazam is now 6 seconds ahead of Nuno Rod. That's interesting, but... Sexy got ahead of Kleeman in the end, so Sexy is now into the top 10. I should have done a bit of research and see what the points are like in this league, but I forgot to do that. So never mind, I'll just go off what they are in real life. Sexy breaking into the top 10, and the Astons have... Well, the Astons are having their own little race, basically. For those who want entertainment, the Astons are racing each other, and each other only. Go back on board with the leaders. You got King Jamie there, keeping Beastie Boy at bay. But Redeemer is just about keeping it at bay. I think Jamie, though, wants to try and get a move done. Is he going to be able to find a way through? He pulls out, tries to have a little look. Redeemer not put under that much pressure, to be fair. But these guys know that they need to do something because KBT is only 3.5 seconds behind Luca, which relatively means he's about 4, 5, 6, 7. He's about 8 seconds behind the leader at the minute on hard tyres. And to be fair, once he puts the mediums on, and we know late on the brakes there for King Jamie. Redeemer, I don't know whether he was just a little bit early or what, but it almost caught King Jamie out. And it almost sent him spearing into the Red Bull. Now Jamie is going for the move down the inside of the Red Bull. Can he make it stick? Oh, he left the door open, but nothing given. And they're still side by side, actually, as they head through the curb of doom. Does any of them fall foul to it? No, but this brings Beastie Boy and Dawson in. Oh, Beastie Boy just touches And almost Spawn just kept it together. And thankfully, these guys are all still right behind each other. If anyone's in the chat, please say no one said anything for a while. This is brilliant, Blunder, you're right. But yellow flag sector 2, that's Pfizer again. Oh, the Red Bull goes defensive. Jamie goes down the inside. Well, outside, should I say. Good defensive there from Redeemer. This allows the Mercedes, though, to have the better exit. And look at the traction that he has coming out of there. Brilliant. And he has DRS to boot as well. King Jamie should retake the lead. And that is a fantastic move. But the Red Bull wants to try and hold it round the outside. He squeezes him right towards the curb. And the red Mercedes, this time, takes the lead of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Great racing there between Jamie and Redeemer. And we're only on lap 8. This is what we want to see. Oh, what's going on there with Dawson and Beastie Boy? Whatever it is, it's allowed Lenny and Luca now to start having a say. And Lenny is really going to feel hungry now, seeing an opportunity to move closer to the leaders. But that means Dawson now has lost DRS on the leaders. So what does this mean? Does this mean that the top 2 are going to break away? Or will they be able to sort of drop back into that pack? We'll have to wait and see. Nothing nostalgic seeing a Mercedes in front. We're not talking because we're on the edge of our seats. Ah, okay. Well, that's all right then. As long as you're enjoying yourselves. Kleeman there. Still keeping sexy in sight. Toto Wolff's pitted. I didn't see that, but Toto Wolff has pitted. He's on the mediums. So he's on a definite 2-stop at this. Well, no, he's got to be on the 2-stop. He's got to pit again, surely. But here we go. We want to see the leader here. Oh, they're still battling these guys. And like I said, Dawson's gaining all the time. Beastie Boy looking for a way through. Oh, Lenny's picked up a penalty. That's harsh. But it happens around here, especially with strict corner cutting. Oh, hello. Is that Beastie Boy making a move? Oh, he had a look. Oh, but the Williams is round wide. And this is going to give Beastie Boy surely a look at... No, oh, okay. Dawson yielded. Dawson yielded. He didn't decide to fight it and let him through. That was strange. Now, I like racing. And when I see stuff like that, it's sort of... I know there's respect and everything like that. I know you don't want to cause damage or anything like that because of what's going on, but god damn it, man, you're in third. Fight for your position. Fire is out of this Grand Prix. Unfortunately, he has retired. Who needs real F1 when we have racing like this? Well, we don't have real F1 at the minute. Have a look at Sexy, who's now right on the back of KBT. Of course, KBT still on those hard tyres. Sexy just gently pulling away. Here we go. Oh, he's a lot closer this time. Let's have a look at the ERS situations. Redeemer has 30% more than the Mercedes. Doesn't use it, but the Red Bull breezes past. There you go. Is he going to... Oh, hello. There. Oh, they touch. Oh, that was a bit of a bump and grind there, wasn't it? Oh, I thought that was King Jamie spinning there, but DRS opens. I think he was just trying to keep the DRS. He goes down the inside, other side, please. There we go. And oh, they touch again. And things are getting spicy between Mercedes and Red Bull. Where have I seen this before? Around the Bahrain International Circuit here in Sakhir. Papa Pig says, Forza Ferrari, come on boys. Let's have a look and see how your boys are doing just very quickly. You've got New York Fan on the hard tyres in 10th, doing a very good job. The race could yet change and come to him, so we'll wait and see what happens there. And then we have Dr. Dro, who unfortunately was involved in a lap 1 accident, which lost him his front wing when he was on the hard tyres. So he's still trying to recover. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. But at the minute, nothing warrant. So, got a bit of a gap now. We got King Jamie, who's about to fall out of DRS range, actually. So you need to be really, really careful that that doesn't happen, otherwise you're going to end up mincemeat, mate. But Dawson... Oh, there's a Ferrari off it. It's Dr. Dro. Oh, maybe pushing too hard. And that's going to cost him even more time. How much time has that cost him at the minute? It says 4 seconds. Surely it would have cost him a little bit more. Oh, hello. Dawson and Lenny. Dawson's got past. Lenny goes down the inside. Does he? No. And you got Luca there, the pole sitter, don't forget. After all this, you've got to remember. You've got to remember that it was Luca who was on pole, and his poor start that sort of put everyone on edge. Because all of a sudden there was a Williams in the middle of the track, not really going anywhere. Lap 11 though. And it is the Red Bull of Redeemer that leads. King Jamie. There was a bit of a moment there with Redeemer. I don't know if he locked a tyre or something, but his back end looked skinny. And then Jamie sort of just nudged ahead of him. Now, I didn't see all of that, so I'm not going to say whether King Jamie made that happen, but the gap was 9/10, so maybe a mistake there from Redeemer allowed Jamie through. But once again, Redeemer now is going to have DRS. Unfortunately for Jamie, though, he's used up all his ERS, so he hasn't got much to play with, whereas Redeemer has 70%. He's going to absolutely mincemeat him. For a tier race to 3, this is crazy. It's the first race of the season around Bahrain. What did you expect? If you think this is crazy, wait for next week's race around Jeddah. Thank you. Mr. Stair making the reaction that everyone hears when they know that they're racing around Jeddah. And that's... So Sexy's got past KBT. Kleeman's just got past the Mercedes of KBT. Dawson has got past Beastie Boy. Oh, that's Lenny! Lenny in a spin! Just saw that in the background. And, oh, that's going to cost him such valuable time. And those tyres are going to be very... very hot now. Blunder says he loves Jeddah. Don't look like Jamie has any damage. No, I think Jamie's fine. I just when I caught onto it because I saw his back end like stepping out, it looked like that those two touched during the course of the little moment there. I'm not saying that Jamie did anything. What I'm saying was there was slight contact afterwards, but looking at the wing, it does look okay. But like I said, once again, Redeemer rolling in. Lenny has lost 5 seconds because of that spin. Jeddah hates control. I'm a controller player. That's why it hates me.
Look at stay these steps. It's legit.
Oh, hello, Beastie Boy and Dawson. Where is he? Is he in the pits? Yes, he is. Dawson in the pits. Okay, lap 13, and Dawson comes into the pits. Lenny into the pits as well, which is understandable after that spin. So he's going to try and go for the undercut. Will this start? These guys pitting. Oh, that's very wide from Sexy there, actually. I don't know. Actually, what's happened there, Sexy? You've made a mistake. Kleeman's got past you. What'd you do? So Jamie leads still on lap 13, but being chased hard by the Red Bull Redeemer. Beastie Boy 1.4 seconds out. So this means that Beastie Boy no longer has the DRS. So that means that Luca will surely be sniffing for an overtake. But he too is outside DRS as well. So this is the battle of the race at the minute. But the battle on track is the battle between KBT, New York Fan, Wise Dog, Norris. And we might as well include Sexy and Kleeman in this as well. I think, Sexy, if I was you, I'd get in the pits because I think your tyres are starting to scream. Let's have a look, see if any of the leaders pit as they come round the final corner. Jamie does. So Jamie pits, so does Redeemer, Beastie Boy, Luca. And Kleeman will go straight on, of course, because he's on the hard tyres. Now, Sexy, he continues on as well. So this is interesting. Sexy on the medium tyres. He will continue on for another lap as does. No one else does, actually. So, Sexy just trying to use the Haas car to pull him along. So it's now Kleeman that leads this Grand Prix. Now, these hard tyres, they are going to go for quite some time. Now, we've got to look at these guys and how they're doing. Oh, King Jamie! Oh, he's lost a lot of positions there. Maybe he did have a wing change. Jamie has lost a heap load of positions in the pits. Did he have a wing change, or did he just get held up? Oh, that's, I mean, being on the hard tyres, that's going to be hard as well. But Dawson now on the back of Redeemer. Now, why is Redeemer ghosting? Why is Redeemer ghosting? But Dawson on warmer hards goes for the move and overtakes. Not quite sure why Redeemer's ghosting. I haven't seen anything on the bottom saying that he's left. He's got in for Jamie. Hopefully he can sort of come back. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. But let's go on Norris now. Following the back of New York fans. I think New York fan is... No, he's on the hards. It says so on the side there. So they'll be continuing on for a while. So on comes... No, New York fans... Is he going in the pits? No, he's not. So...
Sometimes you have ghosting on, so if you crash... so basically you can go
and was it... Right, so that's
easy.
because there's there. But no move there from Norris. He decides to stick behind New York fan. But Dawson... Sorry, I got confused there because Sexy's in the pits. Dawson, at the minute, he's the net leader. Dawson in the Williams is sort of leading this Grand Prix at the minute. I'm really waiting to see how this unfolds. You can see the Red Bull of Redeemer, but Redeemer's ghosting. Why is he ghosting? Has he paused it? Let's have a look. No one else is ghosting. So, guys, if you can figure out what's going on there in chat, then please let me know. Of course, 17 of you in for one of my first streams, F1 streams, should I say, that I've done in quite some time. Thank you very much for tuning in, each and every one of you. If you like what you see, then please do follow, and I will be uploading this to my YouTube page at some point during the weekend, so we don't lose it. I mean, to be fair, I could do it either. Actually, no, I'll upload it Wednesday because I've got more time. I've got more time Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah.
Afternoon? That's why I said afternoon.
Again.
Like when the kids are back.
Oh.
Yeah. I think he's disconnected. Maybe needs an invite. Right. Is he on Xbox? Yeah, well, if that's the case, I'll quickly send him an invite. So just bear with me. Alright. Okay, so I've sent him an invite. It looks like he's back. His car's solid again. So Redeemer back. Oh, this is Beastie Boy, though, trying to go for a move around the outside, trying to look to cut back underneath him. Move doesn't really look like it's on, does it? You alright, babe? What's up? Huh, didn't know you could do that. What's going on there? Oh, Lenny! There was a yellow flag there, and Lenny has sort of fallen back into the clutches of his... Well, there's his teammate in the distance, and they were ahead, but of course Lenny has been affected by the spin, and I'm wondering if he sort of just lost focus a little bit. But anyway,
yeah.
So Dawson, 2.2 seconds out of Redeemer. You've got Luca now on the hard tyres, looking to find a bit of pace. You've got King Jamie there as well. This is still going to be an epic battle. Make no mistake about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I genuinely think, though, that the hard tyre runners will probably want to pit around about lap 19, maybe lap 20, so that they can absolutely rag the... To be fair, a lot of them might be trying to go for the medium to soft strategy, or the hard to soft strategy, sorry. Going as long as you can on the hards to around about lap 20, maybe 22, and then putting on the softs and just going after the worn hard tyres of the cars in front. But look at Jamie in the background there. How's Redeemer doing? He's lost 4 tenths. He's lost a further 4 tenths, actually, on this lap on Dawson. So Dawson looking quite comfortable at this minute in time. But this is the battle between Beastie Boy, Luca, King Jamie, 8th, 9th and 10th, all together on track. And there's the Red Bull just a little bit further up the road that's keeping them... Oh, yellow flag, sector 1, that's the Ferrari. Is that Dr. Dro again? Yes, it is. Oh, every time he puts himself in a position to catch back up, it just sort of just falls away. It's a bad day at the office for Ferrari at the minute. Although saying that, New York fan is in third, but he's yet to pit. So where's that going to put him? Wizard Rex into the pits now. He'll be putting on the medium tyres. I doubt he'll be able to make the softs go that long, really. And here we go, yellow flag, sector 2. That's an Aston. Any overtakes going on? Well, King Luca King Jamie has got ahead of Luca. Oh, I really thought King Jamie, they're ragging the car. And I really thought he was going to spin it there. It looked like the back end just got a bit out of shape under traction, but Luca is not going to give this one up. And he really wants that position back. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But to be fair, it does look like King Jamie has his sight firmly set on his next victim in front. He will want to recover as many positions as possible. I really want to know what happened in the pits. I didn't keep an eye on him, but it'd be if he's on the podium, it'll be interesting to see what's going on there. And that is Luca pulling out of the slipstream. I honestly thought it looked like he was slowing down then. Wouldn't that be great though? I know you have the risk, the risk of crashing more in multiplayer, but having that extra risk of DNFs, of engine failures and technical failures being introduced as well, don't you think that would be awesome as well? Just seeing someone like about to win their first Grand Prix and then denied by the engine. Norris in the pits, he puts on the medium tyres. Where will he filter out? Well, through goes Toto Wolff. He's on 11 lap hold mediums. He'll be due for a pit stop as well. So the 2-stop not really working out for Toto, it has to be said, unless there's a late safety car. We'll have to wait and see. I said King Jamie, though, was setting sights on his next victim. He's certainly done that. He's right on the back of Beastie Boy. I want to get my Pepsi bottle, my new Pepsi bottle, but I can't because there's so much action on track.
You are?
I'm thirsty. No, you stay where you are, babe. I'll be alright. I'll have a quick sip. Ankle. And that is Jamie overtaking. Oh, Jamie's definitely my driver of the day at the minute. At the minute, he's really putting on a show, and that was a good overtake. Now he's going after his old mate Redeemer once again, but once again he's used up his ERS, and he's gonna have nothing to play with. Beastie Boy has 44%. Redeemer has 52%. He's got enough to defend against him with ERS. It's like, oh, you've got DRS, fantastic. I've got ERS. Haha. More cars in the pits. Oh, yeah. No one risking the soft tyre at the minute. But when will they? All the cars coming out the pits. That's Kleeman. And there's KBT as well. Norris has fallen back a bit. There's the yellow flag. Sector 1! That's Beastie Boy! Oh, no! Beastie Boy, as him and Jamie come together. Or did he just lose it on the hard tires? The hard tires ain't the best racing, but I know him and Jamie were sort of together. Yeah, something's happened there because I think Jamie's got wing damage. Yes, Jamie's got no front wing. Oh, I was talking about Jamie being my driver of the day. So far, he was putting on all the action. Well, he's gone a step too far and he has lost his front wing. Oh, what was turning out to be a really good Grand Prix for Jamie has now truly and utterly gone down the pan. So we'll have a look at Lenny now, who is all over the gearbox of Sexy. Why are you quoting Mulan?
I don't know, you're just like so disappointed in this guy, so I thought I'd dishonour his
Well, because I'm so disappointed in Jamie, we'll just dishonour him.
No, we dishonoured his cow.
His cow?
Yeah.
I said car!
No, you said cow.
Just checking.
Dishonouring his cow.
Honestly, this is what you get with Egg Studios. Honestly.
Apologise in advance.
I did. I did when I opened it up. Okay, so Redeemer.
There's a hole for me to clean.
That was interesting. Redeemer has let Beastie Boy through,
I'm
and he pulled over to the other side of the circuit. King Jamie, 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. I think he's just mad and he wants to get on with it, but obviously we'll wait and see what the fallout is after that, and I will try and make notes of what happens after this Grand Prix, so I can keep everyone updated going into the next round in Jeddah. Because, of course, every point here is important, and Dr. Dro is taking away the fastest lap point from anyone at the minute. So it's a Wolf up in 4th place, but that is a false dawn, I'm afraid. New York fan, he is definitely doing the hard to soft. You can tell it is lap 21, and he is still not yet pitted. This is a really fantastic stint, you've got to say, from New York fan. There he is in the Ferrari, leading on the tyres that he started this racing, but you can see, actually, I'm going to ride on board here. You can see how worn they are because they've got the line through the middle of the tyre, which usually indicates that the tyres are, well, basically they're past their sell-by date. If you were to put it through an MOT test, they'd say, you're not going out, mate. So, yeah, you need to pit, mate. Those tyres have had it. But somehow, I think because of the performance of the hard tyre around this circuit, he's able to just sort of stay ahead of Dawson, who's catching him 2 tenths here, 2 tenths there. It's nowhere near enough now. I know New York fans has got a pit, which means he's going to lose about 25 seconds, something like that. But you've got to say, this is an incredible stint from the guy. He has drove his own race, and he's finding himself with a very good chance of potentially, well, having something to say later on, because look at that gap that he's got to Toto Wolff. It is quite insane. Now, is he going to pull off into the pits? No. He's going to get a toe off his teammate, though, which is clearly going to help. And he does a personal best lap of a 33.8 on lap 23 on 23-lap-old tyres. It is gutted for Jamie, you've got to admit. Keeping good lap. He is keeping good lap times. He's doing really well now. And Toto Wolff making that pit stop. Where does that? Oh, hello. I saw moves being made. I saw moves being made, and I went off it. Oh, Lenny! Traction. Oh, that was traction for Lenny. Just put the power down, and around he went. I've done that many a times going through turn 1. You just want to get going and you're denied, basically.
I'm just giving you a no.
And Toto Wolff is now on the soft tyres. This will be good information for New York fans. 6 laps remaining, so he can easily go onto the soft tyres now if he can. He's got to. We've had no VSC in this race. We've had no safety cars. Redeemer still managing to keep Sexy behind. And, well, Sexy's going to be a bit worried now because he's going to have the medium tyre runners of Kleeman, KBT and Norris all breathing down his neck. We've got the fuel light on for Sexy as well, so that's going to be a worry as well. Has he underfueled his car thinking there'd be a safety car, and we've not had that yet? Well, here we go. Let's find out. New York fans, there he is. He's in the pits. He's dropped down to 4th. That's a Mercedes round. I think that's King Jamie. Oh, Jamie, it's just all gone to pot for you now, hasn't it, mate? And, well, fantastic guessing work from Blunder. He's come out 9th. Who runs out of petrol then? Well, the red light is on Sexy's car. So I'm really worried for Sexy. I heard that. Look, so let's have a look actually and have a look if anyone else has got a red light on. Maybe it's just a thing in the game. Red light for Sexy.
Nobody likes the bucket.
No.
So in the bucket.
I generally think Sexy is in trouble here. He might have to start. He might have to start lifting and coasting. I had to do that during a 100% Grand Prix around here on career mode. I basically got down to no fuel, and I was like, I had like 23 laps remaining, so I had to keep lifting and coasting into the final sector and into the first sector as well. It was really difficult, but otherwise you had to do it, otherwise you weren't making it to the end. And I didn't have a safety car or a VSC in that one either.
Yeah, I don't get it about that.
He is bringing Sexy back, but Sexy is also bringing back no fuel. Oh, please tell me that's not Jamie again. It is Jamie. I think is just giving up now. Dawson leads this Grand Prix. New York fan really needs to sort of get a move on. But let's go to Kleeman, who's trying to go for a move on Sexy. Can't find the way through at the minute. Sexy trying to go defensive. What's right on board? Here we go. And Sexy wants to fight for... Because, of course, you want every point that you can get. You don't want to give an inch to the guys around you, no matter how quick they are. At least that's my method anyway. And that's to be fair, that's the same line from both of them. Let's have a look at ERS. Oh, Sexy, you're in trouble. You've got no ERS to play with. And this is going to give him... Oh, Kleeman, is this going to make him through? Yellow flag. Yep, Sexy has to give up the position. He doesn't have the natural grip that the medium tyre of Kleeman has, and Kleeman only has 5-lap-old medium, so he still has plenty of grip left in those tyres. This is a classic Lenny display right here. I mean, it was looking good for Lenny in these early stages, but we saw a couple of times of him just losing it under traction, and it costing him dearly. Oh, is that allowed? Is that amount of weaving allowed? I'm not quite sure. I wouldn't be too happy with that. Oh, that's a bit of a whack there for Sexy. DRS open. I don't think he's got enough straight, though, to catch up, and I think he knows that too. Let's go to Redeemer, though, who has... Well, Luca is in second. Let's put it that way. But we saw Redeemer go slow earlier. Beastie Boy now in third, and Redeemer down in fourth. Now, did Redeemer do that to recover fuel? Hello, that is Norris. Oh, Norris! He had a moment there, and he's cost himself dearly. But I tell you what, I really thought New York fans would be like absolutely sprinting through this field at the minute. He hasn't made the gains I thought he'd make, and maybe just left it a bit too late. But Kleeman now out trying to defend from Sexy. Can he do it? DRS open on Sexy. There you go, riding on board. He's definitely having a look, and that definitely looked like Sexy lifted going into turn 1. So maybe he's got my stream on, and maybe he's listening. Let's have a look. Actually, I think you can see it on the wheel, can't you? Where does it actually say fuel? It says sector time, which isn't too bad. Or is that fuel? I'm not quite sure actually. 0.3, 0.29. I can't tell if that's fuel or sector time. It's really frustrating. Oh no! Sexy's round! Oh, that's horrible for Sexy. Oh, Sexy, you're doing so well. And he's got on the curb, he's gone wide, he's lost the focus, and he's going to lose that position to Norris. Norris is going to go streaming through, and Sexy finds himself down in 11th place. Was that plus 028? Oh, okay, I couldn't quite tell. It looked like minus to me. But, alright, so 2 laps remaining. Dawson leads this Grand Prix in the Williams. In fact, guys, it's a Williams 1-2 with Dawson in front, Luca second, Beastie Boy in third, but he's got Redeemer in the Red Bull on his tail in fourth for that battle of the podium last spot. We'll have a quick look at Wizard Rex, who is trying to get past Wise Dog. Wise Dog defending really well there, has to be said. DRS open. Can he find a way through? Oh, I tell you what, Wizard is really a lot aggressive on the brakes in these heavy braking zones. I don't know whether Wise Dog's just taking it easy due to fuel or whatever, but you can see that Wizard Rex is a lot more comfortable. And to be fair, I see an overtake happening here. Great job by the Williams teams. They have driven a fantastic race. Luca, has to be said, he's done a good recovery after dropping down to P5 after that horrible start off the line. Had a good battle with Jamie. And then obviously, whatever happened, happened. And he now finds himself in second place. So it's damage limitation for Luca. He could have won this race. Just doesn't look like it's happening, but it'll be 18 points for him, and it'll be, well, 1-2 for Williams, as we mentioned earlier, and they start their final lap now. They have the Ferrari of Dr. Dro ahead of them, who's just had an awful race. New York fans gets past the Mercedes of KBT, so he moves into 6th place. So to be fair, that'll be a good haul of points for Ferrari. Probably not ideally the points that they'd want, but they have it. And really trying to just keep an eye on Redeemer, trying to see if he can do anything about Beastie Boy. But you gotta say, I haven't noticed, but Kleeman has sort of just rocketed up to the back of these guys. Oh, hello. Has it happened? He's out of fuel. His fuel light's flashing. Sexy struggling. Keep an eye on those Williamses, but here we go. This is Kleeman. Kleeman pulls out. Is this going to be a move here for Kleeman? He goes down the inside of the Red Bull. Oh, they touch. I think that's the Haas spinning round. It is. Oh, I think that was glory for the Haas. He just sort of had tunnel vision. I don't know whether the Red Bull was at fault for turning across him. Well, obviously you have to get a better look on that. But it's your man, Dawson, for Williams, that wins the first race of ROR Tier 3, Season 1, Round 1. And what makes it more satisfying is the other Williams of Luca is second place. Now, all of us F1 fans, you've got to say that no matter who we support, we always love to see a Williams doing well simply because of the history of that team. Beastie Boy finishes in third place. Redeemer in fourth. New York fans will finish in fifth. KBT sixth. Kleeman seventh. Wise Dog eighth. Wizard Rex ninth. And Norris in 10th. Now there will be some words about that collision between Redeemer and Kleeman. That was really interesting stuff, it has to be said, and a really great race to be commentating on, I have to say. Williams 1-2, let's go. Great job by the Williams team. Well done, Dawson. Amazing drive. Midfield Maestro buzzing. BJ says, great race, boys. Hashtag. Stop laughing at me, you. Go away. You've got like a hair that's just like out there.
I know.
There you go. Let's have a look. Blunder says, what a race. Love the commentary, Rara. BJ says, great commentary, Rara, as well. Thank you, guys. I enjoyed it immensely. I look forward to... Well, I have to make sure my voice is rested for next Monday around Jeddah, because there's going to be a lot of incidents around there.
It's just got me thinking about the OnlyFans thing.
There you go, guys. We're going to see the podium, and then we're going to try and get these guys into the podium as well. Oh, he's doing the robot. How nice is that? Williams 1, Williams 2, and an Alpha Tauri in third. Not really a sort of podium you'd expect to see in Bahrain, really. Is this a sign that Williams are going to dominate this season? Or is this a one-off special? Tune in next week at 10:30 for more Tier 3 action here in ROR. What a start this has been. We'll go through the entire order now as well, whilst bringing these guys into the party. Usually you could, like, view these guys and, like, there we go. Oh, wait, no, let's just block EA account. I don't want to do that. All right, let's just get these guys. All right, give me a second. So I want Dawson. No, Beastie Boy, yes. Back to Potty. Ah, where's the rest of them? Ah, oh, that's stupid. I can't get him in. Oh, view gamer card. There we go. Get you in. For some reason I can't. Oh, Dawson's on PC. That'll be why. Hopefully we can have a quick commentary with some guys. We got Beastie Boy and we got Luca. Guys, don't forget to include your audio so we have a quick word. If you can't, anyone can you try and get Dawson in so we can have a quick word with him? I don't know how it works, of course, because he's on PC.
He's on PC. I don't know how to invite him.
You have the best voice I have ever heard. Oh, he's actually Italian. This is brilliant. Yeah, guys, can we try and get my party's open? So you should just be able to join. But if you can let Dawson know, because obviously it didn't let me before. It says report play, add as EA friend. Not quite sure, but anyway, we're gonna just I digress. We're gonna get information anyway on what happened in that race. We're gonna start with second place, Luca. Luca, it looked very comfortable for you in qualifying. What happened at the start?
I started very bad. Very, very
You
bad.
think?
I
Your start was worse than a tortoise.
I don't know how to start in this game.
To be fair, I can't say anything on medium traction. I just cannot get off the line on this game. It is really,
I
really
with
difficult
no traction
for
is
whatever reason.
very difficult with no traction.
I mean, if you're doing it with no traction, then God knows what it's what it's like for you. I definitely think some practice is probably needed in the future to try and work on that. But like I say, you recovered really well. You fell down to about fifth place. You held your own. The pace wasn't really there that you showed in qualifying.
Uh,
Was that due to more nerves or what? Because like I said, I sort of because you dominated qualifying, you were 4 tenths quicker than second place, and I really honestly thought that you'd have the pace to sort of come back through and just take off from the front, but it never really happened. So what went on there?
I had a little bit of front wing damage from lap one.
Oh, you had wing damage. Oh, what
Lime
happened
green,
there?
lime green.
And what happened? What happened there? Talk us through it.
I think in the start someone bumped me and the 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 front wing on the right was a little bit damaged.
Ah, well, that explains your lack of pace during that first stint. In the second stint, you definitely sort of flew back and you got within 2 seconds of your teammate, but unfortunately, time just ran out in the end. But I will say this, man, it was a good recovery drive. Is there anything you want to say about your race? Anything that you want the fans and fellow listeners to hear?
Come on, Williams.
Come on, Williams. That's what we want to hear. Just before we move on to Beastie Boy, Dawson has joined us. Thankfully, really happy that he's done that. Dawson, you have won the very first race in ROR Tier 3. You must be absolutely ecstatic. You drove a very calculated race, and it worked for you. Talk us through your race, because it looked like no, I can't remember if I saw right, but it looked like the Red Bull of who was it now? Honestly, my mind is
Redeemer or
really like
someone,
a
was
sieve.
it?
Yeah, Redeemer, that was it. He sort of just slowed down. Did he disconnect during that race?
I think he.
I
I
think
was on
so.
his. Yeah, I think he disconnected for about 5 minutes. For
Right.
5 minutes. So I got.
Because he sort of moved over, and then you just breezed past him. I was like, has he just let him through?
I got lucky that race. A lot of things went in my favour.
Hey, at the end of the day, a win's a win. Don't argue how it comes. You earned that win.
Well-
You were in the right places at the right time.
Well, those
and
three
that's what
guys in
mattered.
front of me went, like up until halfway before I pitted. I couldn't. They were
Yeah.
all the same speed as me. I couldn't even go for an overtake because they were just like exactly the same pace. So I thought the only way I went it past them is if I undercut them. So I just went into the pit a lap early and undercut them. The only one that was in front of me was Redeemer, and obviously really good timing on my part because he disconnected. So I got past all three of them in that one lap, and then I was just trying to hold on, saving my overtake, and then there must have been a crash or something behind me because they were like 2 seconds behind me constantly.
They
for like
took
10
each other
laps.
out. I see
Yeah.
everything.
As soon as that
Yeah,
happened,
I think Redeemer and Jamie may have come together.
as soon as that happened, it was mine to lose, wasn't it? Like Luca was
yeah.
catching me though. A few more laps, I wouldn't have got first.
Yeah, I mean, Luca was at the end of that race was showing the pace that we'd seen in qualifying. But I gotta say, the pitting that lap earlier was sort of a masterstroke because I know that he was ghosting at the time, but it looked like the fact that you had warmer tires really helped you
Oh, it did.
sort of get ahead, because obviously the hard tires, they take so long to warm up, and sometimes when you're coming out of the pits as well, it's really hard to control So you've got to be so calculated and so careful of what you do. And like I said, it worked a treat for you because by the time you came round on that second lap on those tyres, everyone was coming out because of course they're reacting to you.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Because he wasn't AI.
They had no answer.
Yeah, when I caught up to him, he wasn't AI, but I was like catching him. Like every corner, I was catching up with him. And I knew his tires were cold. And then when we got down to the, it was like turn 5. It's like where I can't even think how to describe it. Where the big right turn is, like real tight one with the sand everywhere. As soon as I got there, I just saw the disconnect signal, and I got into his DRS. I was like, well, I might have got past him anyway, but definitely gonna get past him now.
Yeah.
Poor lad.
Just like, bye.
Yeah. But yeah, buzzing.
But gotta say, man, congratulations! First race for Williams, absolute. Perfect points for you guys. First and second, you've got to be happy with that. Be really interesting to see what happens next week in Jeddah. So congratulations, guys! Well done, and yeah, like I say, well done, Williams.
Yeah.
For everyone
Almost
who's a neutral
maximum
F1
point.
fan.
We don't score the fastest lap.
Did you get the fastest lap, or did someone else nick it off?
I think it was Toto who came. I don't know where Toto came.
Someone out there.
Pitted for softs at the end, so
I think he came last and got fastest lap.
Okay. I didn't realise he pitted right at the end. But let's move on to third place, Beastie Boy. You sort of like always seem like the meat in some sort of sandwich during the course of that race.
No, I know.
Do you want to tell us your view on everything? Because I'd be quite interested in listening to that. Just let me put my feet up so I can get comfortable. Oh, there we go. Right, carry on.
right. So somewhere near the start of the race, obviously Dawson hit me, but obviously he let me pass, so I have no problem. Very gentlemanly behaviour. Thank you, Dawson.
It's alright. I did hit you, so I'll let you back past.
And then I don't know what lap it was, but Jamie just came straight through the back of me, and he had to pee, broke off all his front wing. I got a little bit of rear wing damage, but I just managed to ease it home. And then I think right at the end, the last 10 laps or so, my heart was absolutely pounding. I was getting chased down by Redeemer, and he was just going, and then all of a sudden, on the last lap, I think he either crashed or spun it.
What happened was he was being chased by the Haas car, and the Haas went for a move going up towards the curb of doom, and I don't know what the ins and outs were, but obviously it looked like that Redeemer turned across him, but at the same time it looked like a racing incident, because you could argue, was it viable for the Haas car to be there? But obviously that's not my place to say. I'm just saying it as I see it. So that's what happened. That's why Redeemer sort of fell away. So yeah, considering you had rear wing damage, you managed to handle that really well.
Yeah, it was tense, but I managed to pull through. Quite happy with it.
And like I say, it's third place, a big heap of points to start the season. I've got to say, everyone drove amazingly tonight. Even I will say, even Jamie, who was odds on to be my driver of the day.
Even
before he sort of imploded. That's the word I'm looking for.
The pace was quite similar. It's going to be a good season.
It was fast.
This was it. I mean, all you guys were. I mean, you were all together. We had 5 cars there, sort of just following each other in tow, and it was really good. So if we could see more of that in Jeddah, where it's easier to follow thanks to the fast flowing corners, then we're going to have an absolutely scintillating race. And if you want to see that race, guys, it will be live on this channel next week at 10:30, so do tune in for that. I've been Raritron89. Thank you from everyone here at Egg Studios. We will see you next week for the Jeddah Grand Prix. Take care. All the peace. ROR is a go.